Welcome to a brand new chapter in modern living. Today we're taking you on a journey through Cynefin by Northstone, a unique collection of energy-efficient homes nestled in the heart of Horwich. Set across the beautiful tree-lined fairways of the former Horwich Golf Club, Cynefin isn't just a housing development, it's a thoughtfully designed community with 177 contemporary homes surrounded by mature greenery and open space. This development blends sustainable living with striking Scandinavian-inspired architecture. But before we check out the homes here, I'm fascinated to see how the gentle contours and open green spaces of the old golf course have been reimagined, not lost. They've been transformed into the perfect canvas for a new kind of community living. Let's check it out. Right, let's see what we've got. I'm looking forward to this. It's being marketed as a villa, townhouse, living room upstairs. So we've got a dining room at the front with quite a cool sort of divider there. Leaves it open, good feeling. Here, well, I've looked at the floor plan and the developers are marketing this as a lutility, which is not a word I've heard before. I think it's a good marketing phrase. That's generous space, utility, and downstairs loo. And then through into open plan kitchen diner. This would be more of a kind of breakfast space because you've got the dining room at the front. The configuration of the ground floor I can see straight away would work brilliantly for entertaining. Good ceiling height for a new build property. Yeah, I like that. They're selling the whole development with appliances fitted as standard. There's a double oven and an air fryer in that one. So that's nice that it is completely kitted out. Right, up on the first floor, again, open plan. This is a big, generous space. This is a big space. Working from home, beautiful, floor-to-ceiling windows. They're triple glazed, I've been told. And then in here, this is your kind of kickback family space, watching a movie. It's comfortable. It's comfortable. Downstairs, friends round, entertaining. Up here, relaxed. Yeah, nice space. Also on this floor, we've got family bathroom, first child's bedroom, done up as a twin, but I rather like this. Always quite partial to a seat on a landing with almost full-length windows, light flooding down, but it gives you the thought that one day you might just sit down and read a book. Probably never happened, but you could. And then here, next child's bedrooms, but that's a big double bed, and there's plenty of room either side. Lots of light coming in again. And then up on the top floor, we have the main suite. Lots of built-in wardrobe storage space. Cute little sort of dressing area, put your makeup on. Kirsty would like that. And then the main bedroom. I guess I'd probably be hoping for a little bit more square footage in here, but you do have the dressing area there and all your hanging space, so nothing else needs to go in here apart from the bed, and there is still room for the bedside cabinets. The ensuite is Jack and Jill, accessible from both sides, and both sides are mirror images of one another. So this, as it's configured at the moment, is a kind of adult breakout space. You can come out, chill out, be peaceful, away from everybody else. And through here, we've got things like coffee machine and a fridge, little craft area. So really lovely. In actual fact, it's quite decadent. If it was me, I'd keep it like this, 100%. But it would really suit someone who needed a 3-bedroom house, but thought further down the track they might want a 4-bedroom house, because this could so easily, this half, be a nursery or a standard 4th bedroom. I'm always keen to check out the storage in new builds, and actually this one is good storage on all levels. I know this is a bit unexpected, but very welcome. Private roof terrace open, greenery at the back, nice views. I reckon you spend a lot of time out here because it is private and peaceful. I reckon you get a lot of use out of this space. You get your evening drinks, private, tucked away from everybody else, sun going down over the greenery. Equally, your bed's only there, so you come out here for your morning coffee. Use it as a yoga deck, set you up for the day. This show house has got a carport which would fit about 3 cars, but actually the developers were really keen to keep all cars off the road. So every building here either has a driveway or a carport, and it's got an electric charging point as well. Now, I've got to be honest, I came here not as a natural fan of this townhouse arrangement, but this one, it has soul, it has personality. You would do your entertaining on the ground floor. I could totally see how that would work. The first floor living room is luxurious. It's open, you'd spread out, you'd really relax, and then the top floor is a game changer. That is absolutely brilliant. The master suite opening through to the kind of breakout, chill out space, plus the roof terrace. I love it. I'm a convert. I'm going to be having a chat with Megan and Richard, who are Northstone residents, and I wanted to talk to them about what it's like living in a Northstone community. Well, thanks for agreeing to talk to me. I'm really keen to hear what it's like living in a Northstone property. I guess to start off, why did you choose Northstone?
So I moved into Northstone first of all with my dad. So we lived in Lancashire, which is like 10 minutes from here.
Okay.
And he was like one of the first people that moved into that development. And then I kind of decided it was right to move out. I love the house so much, so moved a couple of streets away from him.
Love the house so much you bought one yourself?
Yes. Yeah.
But the development where you live is a finished one, isn't it?
It is.
So this is almost finished, but it's difficult to get a sense of what the community would be like here. What's it like where you are?
With the community, they offered like on specific or special days like Christmas time or Halloween bonfire night, they did like a Santa Claus came to the site, okay. Got all the kids. At bonfire night, they obviously put on fireworks, got sparklers for the kids again.
Yeah.
Got everyone round.
And Megan, what was it like after you moved in? How was was there snagging? Did Northstone get involved? Did they stay in touch? How did that all take shape?
Yeah, definitely. So obviously when I moved in, we did like a home demo where they take you around the house, and then we kind of went through things that might need fixing. I mean, there wasn't very many snags at all, and any of the small issues that needed doing were done pretty quickly.
That's really good.
And I still think even now, like on Instagram and things like that, you still follow along, and I still have people from Northstone like replying to some of the things that I put on the house and things, so it is really nice.
That's good to hear. Yeah. Have either of you got any advice for somebody who's considering moving into a Northstone development? Any particular?
I would definitely say come and look at the show homes. Like, they are so different. Like, personally, I didn't really like new build houses, to be honest. I used to think, they kind of look quite dark and, I don't know, very samey, whereas I feel like Northstone houses are a lot different.
I'm intrigued because I've always assumed, and I think you vouched for it, is that a lot of people don't start off looking for a brand new house. When they go out and they look at, and then we might as well go and have a look at this one of these modern ones. And they're often really impressed because it is designed and it's laid out with a modern lifestyle in mind. And our beautiful historic housing stock, the way that we live and the way that we entertain has changed so much since those beautiful old houses were designed. And you come into something that's modern, you think, that probably wasn't what I started looking for, but it kind of works.
Yeah, no, it really does.
It's flooded with light.
Yeah.
And I think that this particular, the one we're sat in, living room up here, it's really generous. Yeah. It's lovely. I've been impressed. The development as a whole is actually really well positioned. To one side, you've got reservoirs and open and green space, and there's cycle paths and footpaths, that kind of thing. But to the other, easy access into town. You've got bus services, you've got the M61, you've got mainline train station, easy into Manchester. You're only about half an hour away from Manchester Airport, so there are loads of options. Richard, I know that energy efficiency is a fairly big part of the pitch at Northstone, but how do you set yourselves apart from the competition?
One of the things that we did to start with is try to understand what people were looking for in a house, and then layer onto that how you can make the home energy efficient. And so we started asking people, what is it in the home that you would really love to see in terms of design? And we found all of those key ingredients.
What kind of answers were you getting?
The tall ceilings and the big windows and the feeling of space that you get, the room sizes. And actually, that became a little design matrix for us. So then you start looking at energy efficiency. And the energy efficiency things that we chose to do, some of them are hidden. People would never even know about them, like wastewater heat recovery. It's buried in a wall. It's a piece of tech that's incredibly clever. Our houses generally have about 20% more insulation than most other new build, which actually helps the house in terms of its energy efficiency. And then we've started using new technologies, so air source heat pumps. We're investigating ground source heat pumps, so we never rest. There's always something new that you can find that makes the home that little bit better.
You are going above and beyond not only just the competition, but you're going above and beyond what you are required to do by building regulations and all of that.
At the very beginning of, let's say, of Northstone's existence, we're only a 6-7-year-old company, we were about 17% better than the building regs. Doesn't sound a lot, actually it's a hell of a lot.
I've often said to people, it's not just about buying the home, you've got to live in it.
Yep.
You've got to run it.
Yep.
And who knows what's going to happen down the road. Something I particularly love is the fact that you did the piece of research and you asked lots of people about what they wanted without having a vision of what you wanted to build, and you interpreted their desires.
Yep.
And then you created the development. I think that's really different and really smart.
Well, I think if you do it that way round, you're not forcing people, are you? You're not forcing their hand with something. You're actually, it's a bit like bringing people, when you're doing a planning application, you have to do public consultation. So you talk to people about what it is they'd like to see in that community and that development. And you can do the same with a house, and you should do it as a designer.
I think you might be getting something right, you know.
I actually, I just love Northstone. I think everything that we do is absolutely on point.
Well, good luck with the sales.
Thank you.
So there's 177 homes in the whole development, and there's a big range of styles and sizes to suit different budgets and different people at different stages of life. But we've been up in the show home, which is up there, but let's just check out one of these. I thought this was quite clever. So you can go into each of the houses and view it. There it is. You can have a look at the inside, see what everything looks like. You can have a look at the floor plans. You can get the full spec, so people can come into the showroom and be fully informed and have time to explore and get to know it themselves. Well, I've had a great day learning about all of this development. And if you're interested in this or indeed any other Northstone development, then follow the link in the description. Thanks for watching. See you next time.